Lamar Jackson, he's just been a fascinating prospect, to say the least. Where do you think he fits? What do you think happens with him a week from tonight in Dallas?
I think if somebody falls in love with him, it's hard not to. If you're a guy that looks at the glass half full, then you're going to look at his as pouring over from a talent standpoint. He is a much better passer than people give him credit for. He's wildly inconsistent, but his good is extremely good. He does want to sit in the pocket and be a passer. Only 23% of his rushing stats in college were scrambling stats. So most of those yards rushing were designed quarterback runs. So when he drops back, he is trying to go to 1 to 2. He can process. He can throw the ball over the field. He's got some technical issues that will really hold him back unless he fixes them.
Like what?
Number one is his base. You look at every quarterback in the NFL that's consistent. They have a strong, wide base. The energy is drawn from the ground, so it's ground up. His is really narrow, and so when he strides, his stride frequency and his stride length changes, which changes your release point. If it's from the ground up, that's where the inconsistencies come from. But if there's any issue you want to fix on somebody easily, that's it. It's one of the easiest things to fix. We fix with high school kids all the time.
Right.
You fix that alone in 1 year of him playing the scout team quarterback and drilling him every day and teaching him NFL offense. I think he can get on the field in year 2 and be phenomenal. I mean, I was a Michael Vick fan. Were you a Michael Vick fan? Hard not to be, right?
Sure.
Michael said this. This is not my opinion. Michael said this, and I agree 100%. He is light years better than Michael was at this point. So Michael had a pretty darn good career. This kid is much better than Michael Vick was at this stage.
Do you think the Patriots might be interested in him? I mean, because to me, that would be the most Belichick thing around. For him to basically say, "Look, before I go out the door in my career, I'm going to totally reinvent myself. The minute Brady decides to leave, I'm going to reinvent this entire offense. Watch me." That would be.
I've not thought about that. That's actually really good. I'll tell you what I think. If I'm the Patriots now, again, Bills, throw up some more football than I'll ever know.
Sure.
To me, Luke Faulk is the perfect guy to draft as the heir apparent to Tom Brady.
Why is that?
The rhythm of his life, his mentality is exactly like Tom's. I mean, Luke's been working out with Tom House in Southern California the whole time Tom Brady has. He has mimicked everything that Tom Brady does, not just on the field, but off the field. This is the most disciplined human you'll see in college. He's way more talented than people give him credit for. They have the same way of looking at the game. He's a completion junkie. I think him being the heir apparent to Tom Brady makes more sense than I've seen anything make sense in a long time, if that made any sense.
It does make sense.
As I was saying it, I was like, does that make any sense?
No, it does.
Luke Faulk, to me, is if they want to maintain their current model. I kind of like where you're going, reinvent yourself, but the Luke Faulk thing to me, when I was around, I studied Luke his entire time at Washington State, been down to watch him work out with Tom House, did him for these test him for these soul and science pieces. It's almost plug and play.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.